It is the beginning of March 2038. We are hitting our stride just in time. Winners of 11 consecutive matches in Ligue 1, 19 straight overall. What a place to be as we get ready to kick off the round of 16 in the Champions League. Welcome in one and all to episode number 148 of Bottom to the Top. I am Mr. Cellophane. How are you? On the calendar, it is the 3rd of March. I cannot believe we are already in the year 2038 of our Journeyman save, and finally on the precipice of great things with Paris Saint-Germain. Looking at the league table, 24 of 34 matches have been played. We have won 21 of them, drawn 3, lost none, 66 points on the top of the table, 8 points ahead of second place Rennes. You remember them. They went invincible last season, going 34-0. We're hoping to beat that this year. Let's go 31-3. 66 on the positive side of the goal difference as well. We are putting them in the back of the net. We are keeping them out. Kim Seon-il has been absolutely fantastic. But we are focusing today on the Champions League. We are in the round of 16 once again. We've been drawn against Bayer Leverkusen. The first leg, which will be happening in just mere moments, is taking place in Western Germany, so we don't have to travel super far for this one. Now, Bayer Leverkusen currently sitting 10th place in the Bundesliga, and as you know, we just talked about it, we are on top of Ligue 1. We also are still in the Coupe de France. We are in the semi-final. We're going to be taking on Toulouse. The winner of that match will take on either Nice or Monaco, three teams, frankly, that we have done very well against this year. So hopefully we can compete once again for that trophy, maybe try to pull off back-to-back Coupe de France wins. I don't know. It has been a very good season for us. We are very excited to keep pressing forward. This could be our year. Of course, as always, from my mouth to the football manager god's ears. A couple of changes. We've got some injuries we're dealing with. Lahorai Laribi is out. Oh, we didn't review. Well, between matches, we will review how we have done in the league and gotten to where we are. Let's mix things up a little bit. Kim Seon-il is going to be in goal, back 4 of Brunelli, White, Tarasenko, and Anderson. Xavi Simons will be paired with Gershkins in the middle because Laribi is out. Cesar Ventura has moved out to start on the right wing side. He's been very successful in the last couple of matches, even picking up his first goal of the year. Pietro Baldessari is going to be on the left-hand side, and up front will be Il LeBlanc and Gershke Akar as Iñaki, picking up a minor knock. Not quite ready for prime time in this one. May make an appearance off the bench if we feel like we need to risk him, but I think LeBlanc and Akar are very serviceable up top. Only 35 goals between them in all competitions, although losing the 19 that Iñaki has and the 10 from Lahorai Laribi, well, that hurts a little bit. Stein Gershkins, though, 13 goals in all competitions, was just named Player of the Month in Ligue 1. In fact, in 20 league matches, he has, I believe, 9 goals and 11 assists, so averaging 1 goal contribution per match in the league, worth all of the $290 million, I think, that we paid for him in the offseason. Getting ready to kick things off here in the Champions League. We are in Leverkusen, Bayer Leverkusen and PSG. We're in the white kits. Bayer Leverkusen in the black and red. Those are pretty sharp looking, if I do say so myself. I'm not used to seeing those. I'm mainly used to seeing the white kits with the Bayer Leverkusen crest on the chest. You know how football kits and badges work. Inter is taking an early 1-0 lead over Man United. Barca getting a goal from Darvish. Wait, what? What? No way. No way. We are not going down the man 15 and a half minutes in. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and we'll do that. So it's gonna be a 4-2 3 as Cesar Ventura for at least right now. I don't want to have to make any changes. 15 and a half minutes in. Well, I mean, I just made a massive change of shape, and Cesar Ventura is just going to drop back into that fullback spot. Probably should change his role. Acar looking back post. Baldassari just a little bit too strong there. In fact, I am going to do that. So Ventura, at least, let's make him complete wing back on attack. It'll make it seem like he's the same, just different. So no score here. Inter now with a 2-0 lead over Man United. 2-0 Barca over Napoli. Leipzig and Valencia tied at 1. Chelsea has just put up the first goal of their match against Arsenal. So of the 5 matches in the Champions League, we're the only one with no score. And honestly, I kind of hope it stays this way at this point. I would like for you guys to see the most absolutely boring match of Football Manager of this entire series. I don't think that's possible. I'm pretty sure we had a match with maybe one highlight, if not a match with absolutely zero. I mean, if we score a goal, all the better, because we are down a man. Sent across, Acar is in, and it's right on Demir, and he'll make a very easy save. Kind of hope that was the whole highlight, because I don't want to know what could potentially come next with a counterattack. Headed forward, LeBlanc's got it. Can he get past the defense? Sort of, kind of. Dropping it for Baldassari. Baldassari with a lane and a shot and a goal. Pietro Baldassari with his 5th goal of the season. Down to 10 men, PSG. 50 minutes into this match. They're up 1-0. And it was all white up for LeBlanc. LeBlanc deciding to hold up play at just the right time. Nice touch by Baldassari to find some open space and a gap in the defense to beat Demir for the 1-0 lead. And now PSG looking for more. About a minute or so later, Brunelli in control, throwing it into the middle. Junior will knock that down. Demir will make an easy play of that one. Obviously off of the header, the goalkeeper can pick it up, but avoiding Iñaki, who was charging forward. However, Baldassari nodding it down into the middle. Stain Gershkins with it. Evades not 1, not 2, but 3 men before dropping it back to Brunelli. Once again for Gershkins. He'll just play it to the safety of White. I will play this possession game in the middle third as much as we need to. White up for Gershkins once again, this time looking for Acar on the right wing. Acar trying to push the defense and press that line back. He does, sending it into the middle, headed on by LeBlanc. And did Demir get his hand on that? No. It looked like he did, but that just went over the crossbar. When I think the goalie saves it, he doesn't. And when I think the goalie hasn't touched it, he has. But either way, it was a goal kick. And another highlight in the 60th minute. Acar looking back post. Baldassari off of the hands of Demir. Pietro Baldassari with his 6th goal of the year, his 2nd of the night. And PSG is now running rampant. It is 2-0 over Bayer Leverkusen. Gershke Acar just sending it into the middle. Around Yildiz, Baldassari, and Demir. I gotta say, that was poor work by the Leverkusen goalkeeper. Goals in 51st and 60th minutes for Baldassari. And here we go again. Acar pushing it forward. Through the line. Acar into the box. Shoots. And Demir gets his hands on another one. This one he is able to redirect wide. And it will lead to a PSG corner. We played 62 minutes. We have been down a man since the 16th minute. Tarasenko nodding it down. Xavi Simons wide for Gershkins, moving it to his right. Again, dropping it for Simons. That one's off of the woodwork and cleared. White will settle it down and knock this tempo down a little bit. In fact, we are going to do just that. We are going to take a little bit more time. Do we want to run at the... No, we're gonna leave that. We'll be a little more disciplined, I think, as we make some minor tactical tweaks. We've got 20 minutes left in this match. Xavi Simons picking up a yellow card. Don't want to risk him. We're going to bring in Damiano Diana. Gershke Acar also on a yellow. So Danny Miller will take his place out on the pitch. We're not really looking for more scoring at this point. I mean, more goals would be good. 29,000 and change on hand here in Leverkusen at Bay Arena. But it looks like PSG is going to hold on. 2-0 is your score as we tick down to the end of the original 90 minutes. 4 will be added on. And looking to take, at the very least, hopefully, fingers crossed, Football Manager, although Tarasenko, not enough pace on that pass. Ventura at least able to get it. Stain Gershkins playing it wide for Miller. Ventura's been excellent in this defensive role today, by the way. LeBlanc, unfortunately, is going to lose it. Diaz will take over. Carlos Alberto looking to go the other way. Diaz carrying it straight through the middle before feeding Weisner. Getting it back for Diaz. Knocked away by Diana. Great play, although bit of a slide, which makes me a little nervous after what happened to Anderson. But beggars can't be choosers. Thrown into the middle. Asadi steps in front of that one. Lozano moving it to his right foot, shooting and rocketing it wide. That would have been a goal that could have been not a backbreaker to PSG, but could have been very bad for us as we head into the home leg. But we hold on to a 2-0 lead, embarrassing Bayer Leverkusen at home. They could not solve the 10-man PSG squad with a midfielder turned right winger turned right back, stymieing them at every turn. A 7.3 for Cesar Ventura playing out of position. That I love. So the win in the first leg against Bayer Leverkusen represented our 20th victory in all competitions in a row. A 4-0 drubbing at home of Montpellier made that 21, including 12 straight in Ligue 1. Now we do maintain an 8-point lead courtesy of a 2-0 win by Rennes over Lens. Danny Miller getting the start at the right wing in this matchup, again with Laribi on the bench. We are giving Cesar Ventura a little bit of a rest. He scored a pair of goals. Stain Gershkins added one. Gershke Akar hit his 25th goal of the year in all competitions, his 20th in the league, in our 700th game in charge in this Journeyman save of Football Manager 24. And that 20th league goal by Gershke Akar also triggered a clause in his contract where we paid him $900,000 for a goal bonus for hitting 20 in the league. $900,000 I've never been more happy to spend. 33 appearances so far this year across all competitions. He has 25 goals, 12 assists with a 7.62 average rating. We spent $97 million to get him from Porto, who spent $93 million to get him from, I believe it was Hoffenheim. Gershke Akar, welcome to France, my son. The 24-year-old German international is a bona fide superstar on this team. Of course, a lot has happened since we saw each other in the last episode. I promised to recap. We followed up a 2-1 win in the Coupe de France 11th round against Rennes with a 6-0 drubbing against Lens, followed by a 3-0 victory over Nantes, this one on the road. After that, 2-1 against Lorient. It was a little bit closer than I would have liked. An own goal in the 89th minute was the difference in this one. And then a very close match at home against Grenoble. Stain Gershkins with a goal in the 7th minute. The only one scored the entire match, so we had to hold on for quite some time. We then rebounded with a 3-0 victory on the road against lower table team in Guingamp, with Gershkin scoring once again, this time from the penalty spot. Cesar Ventura, Gershke Akar, and you saw what we did against Bayer Leverkusen, and you just heard what we did against Montpellier. No one's ever actually said anything to me, but you may notice in some of these videos I talk kind of fast. The big reason for that is I am acutely aware of how long these videos can be. The more I talk, I like giving a ton of information while I'm doing it. Sometimes that means my mouth moves faster than my brain does, and I can't always keep up, and I catch myself, and I'm even doing it right now as I speak extemporaneously. And sometimes when I'm doing the play-by-play, I am trying to follow along while reading the names of players I've never heard of before. So thank you very much for joining me on this ride. I appreciate it. Kim Seon-il, we're pretty much making very few changes to the lineup. It's going to be Kim Seon-il in goal with Brunelli, White, Tarasenko, and Aimore coming in as our right back, mainly because Alexandru Shusha, he's not as sexy for us anymore, especially since he doesn't have that connection with Laribi, because Laribi is once again on the bench, but not ready for prime time. A midfield two of Ventura and Gershkins, Baldassari and Miller will be the wings, Iñaki and Akar, the strikers for this afternoon's contest. And of course, I say this afternoon because I'm recording this in the afternoon. I am acutely aware that all Champions League matchups do take place at night, local time. It's funny because In America, they usually refer to a sporting event taking place tonight. Even if it's, say, a 1 p.m. hockey game, they will still say tonight because I think that's what they're so used to, because most of those matches or those games will start at 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock local time, wherever the game is being held. So it's just like that vernacular. I'm used to saying afternoon because, well, for me, at least, as an American, most soccer matches that are not in America, of course, most European matches take place either in the late morning or in the afternoon. It's just the way it is. First highlight of the match, a long throw in by Yelford for Leverkusen. Dines is going to pick it off of the feet of Brunelli. Played ahead, apt in Kim Seon-il, save. Getting it started quickly, the white. Playing it for Gershkins. High line being played by Bayer Leverkusen. Marco stepping in front of that one. And it will be played out for a goal kick. 3-2. I make that 4-2. Your shots on goal in the early going. AI team management is just not a very good thing in Football Manager. Look how tired these Leverkusen players are. I mean, all you got to do is you rest your team for like a day. Drop down. Oh, Iñaki. What a header down by Pietro Baldassarri. They just cushioned that pass to Iñaki. Easily able to put it past Demir. PSG taking a 1-0 lead on the night. 3-0 on aggregate. Gershkin's getting it started as he sent it across. Baldassarri to Iñaki. That did take a slight deflection off of the Leverkusen defender, but we will take what we can get. Free kick this time. Akar sending it in. Miller can't get his head on it, but the clearance only goes as far as Baldassarri. Played into the middle. Gershkins trying to feed Ventura. He does eventually get him before he'll just lay it back for Amore to start again. Ventura with 2 men on him. Oh, what a ball into the box. Miller off of Eisner's foot. It's going to be an own goal for a 2-0 PSG lead. Oh my goodness gracious. Bayer Leverkusen absolutely imploding in the Paris night. Ventura with 3 men around him, able to get that pass off. Miller sending it across, and Eisner, I don't know what he was trying to do. That ball was not going to find Gershke Akar. Bayer Leverkusen should have been able to clear that, but for some reason, Eisner plays it right into the back of the net via the post, of course. It hit the post first, so credit where credit is due. 7-3, your shots on goal. 2-0, your score, and looking for more. I'm Mori. Throwing it in. 50.5 minutes in. Gershke Akar, what a shot, but it will sail over the crossbar. He had a sitter. He had Demir beat. Although, I think Demir's positioning kind of contributed to Akar missing that one. A 4-0 aggregate lead as Paris Saint-Germain once again looking for more. Gershkins will drop it back for Tarasenko. Dmitry Tarasenko been pretty quiet this year, which just means he has been a solid defensive player for this team. Now, Devin White, the 20-year-old who is paired with him, has been a revelation. I have not had anything bad to say about Devin White since we decided to bring him in. I'm sure Javier Osorio has a different opinion since White basically took Osario's job, but it is what it is, and White stepping in front of that one, stealing it away, hoping to start the counterattack for PSG. Baldassarri carrying it up the left wing, moving it wide toward the sideline. Baldassarri still with it, into the middle. Iñaki canceling it down, Cruz to Baldassarri. Ventura in the middle, Gershkins, and Stain Gershkins with his 15th goal of the year will ice this tie. 3-0 on the night, 5-0 on aggregate, and 65 minutes into this match. I say we make a few changes. Get some players in that maybe would not be seeing time in the Champions League, such as Clement Deschamps coming in for Brunelli. This all could be, these could be terrible mistakes. Sherkan Kurt for Gershke Akar, Stain Gershkins. There's Gershke Akar and Stain Gershkins. So Kurt's going to come in. He'll swap places with Ventura, and Glenn Christensen will come in as our left wing as we make a triple change following the Stain Gershkins goal. Iñaki, Eisner's own goal, and Stain Gershkins are the difference in this match. We've played 65 minutes, and Yeah, really nothing Bayer Leverkusen could do. I did not realize when the draw was handled for this round of 16 that we would get so gosh darn lucky in that we're basically picking on a team that was lucky to get here. Now, I don't know who Leverkusen beat in the knockout round, but I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Turnover, Asadi will play it up for Opt, looking to feed Fran along the far sideline. Diaz up for Opt, flipping it forward. Lozano is there, settling it down, moving it to his right, beating Kim Seon Il, but it doesn't matter because Fran was deemed offside before that play ever really got a chance to develop. Just a little over 5 minutes remaining in this match, and it was over from the beginning. Really no major offensive effort at all on the part of Bayer Leverkusen. 3-0 your score. We add that to the 2-0 in leg number 1. 5-0 on aggregate. PSG is moving on to the Elite 8 of the Champions League. Well, our win streak has gone to 22 in a row. Let's see how long we can keep that going. Matches against Lille, Toulouse, and Marseille in the league coming up, away, home, and away. Before we hit the Elite 8 of the Champions League, who will we be facing? Well, you got to come back tomorrow to find out. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you have not, and come back tomorrow. This could be the year for Paris Saint-Germain, and you don't want to miss it. Until then, bye-bye.